It don't look good, but y'all, it's good. Like, it's just some leftover pasta or some leftover food I had from yesterday. Then we eat it for breakfast, along with some iced coffee because I really want a treat. So, got me some iced coffee. Why is it so frothy? I don't know, I've never seen it frothy like that. I did order more coffee. And get a good Sunday morning. That's good. A good Sunday morning. It's actually about 12 o'clock, maybe later than that. I did not go to church today traditionally, just because I really needed a break, and we could talk about that a little bit later. But I do want to go ahead and try to eat my breakfast or eat this food before it gets too cold, and then I'll come back and kind of like talk to y'all and chit chat with y'all a little bit, just to let y'all know something's been brewing in my spirit that I want to talk about and I want to share. So I'm just kind of like, you know, trying to position myself to talk about it. Okay, y'all. I had a little time to think. Hold on. Let me put this, open the blinds a little bit, give us a little light. I'm gonna throw my earrings on. I know y'all see me without them, but I just wanna throw them on for purposes of looking a little more put together. Okay, today I'm not at church. As y'all can see, I'm not at church. I'm not at my church. I actually needed a break. And so last weekend I was at the Maverick City concert, so I wasn't at church when we were out of town. There's nothing wrong with that. But I said I needed 2 Sundays off, and I asked and I let everybody know so everybody knows. But it's just the fact that I felt immense guilt, and I felt I felt bad, especially when people thought I was going to be at church and then I said I wasn't. And I just expected, like, I felt so bad, and I wanted to have an explanation and a reason. And I'm just like, that's not, I don't have to explain anything. Number one, I'm an adult. I'm my own adult. Pay my own bills. No one does anything for me. I wake up in the morning, I go to work, and I do my job. But I don't have to answer to anyone but Jesus and God when I get to heaven about why I didn't come to church today. And it doesn't have anything to do with, you know, like, I don't want to be there, like, I don't want to go to church, nothing like that. But mentally, I need a break. I need a break. I'm being in a position of, like, serving, even though I love to serve, but I'm always giving to people, and I'm always giving, and I need us to set a boundary there. My therapist encouraged me, you know, to request a break. Just say, do you want to take a break? And I told her, I was just crying, and I was like, I need a break. I just really need a break. And because I was mentally exhausted, and also very hurt, just very kind of hurt, not church hurt, but I'm just hurt about just the things that I've experienced over the past 2 years while being a part of the church. And I never really addressed it. Like, I feel like I did, but I never did. It does make me a little bit emotional because I'm going back and I realize how much hurt I had. Because even initially just talking about my church and just my church home, my church family, every time y'all see me talk about it, I do get emotional because I grew up in church. Okay, try my best to get through this. When I found out a place at school, I knew that when I got to church, when we had stuff at church, when anything involving church, not just my regular church, but like we used to go to this youth conference choices. You know, I would meet people, and that was where I feel like I shine more at church. Even though church had their own, you know, things like bullies at church and stuff like that, but it was just something that I felt more accepted there than I did in my own, like, you know, school, high school, and all that stuff. Like, I knew, when I go to church, just, you know, I felt much more welcome there and accepted there. And I did make a lot of long childhood friends. Like, when we grow up, we still see each other, we say hey to each other, you know, we just go way back. And sorry y'all, I keep getting notifications. So really, like, this is a different experience, and you know, I know that God is changing the way that church used to be, and I'm fine with that. I'm on board, but it's just the grieving process of how things are changing. You know, this is different, being scared, being unsure, you know, being hurt in the process of some things, you know, God exposing things, you know, people's hearts, people's intentions, their motives, you know, things like that. So it's a very hurtful situation. And I feel like I'm being very mature about it, because, you know, it's really forced me to go to the Lord for myself, and not just through my pastors and just through leaders in the church, but for myself, because we gotta always know him for ourselves. And my late apostle, he used to say, you gotta know him for yourself. And y'all, I'm gonna have to hurry up and move on to the rest of the thing. Lord have mercy, Jesus. Can't be crying up on the camera, not for the YouTube. But my apostle said, you gotta know him for yourself, you know. And I take that personally. Like, I gotta know the Lord for myself. When I was going through some tough situations, and something so simple as, you know, just a breakup, or just a moment of sudden change where you're just like, what is this, can bring you, you know, like, yeah, I love the Lord then, you know, I love the Lord through this process, but it's so different now. And my eyes got turned back to him, and I'm just like, you know what, I'm just gonna throw myself in you. That's all I want to do. You're the only way that I'm gonna get through this. And I've gotten through it, and through the process, I feel like I've become a new person. Yes, I still have things that I deal with, like, you know, self-doubt, insecurities, anxiety, worry, you know, being overwhelmed. But things get better when I lean on him. And so that, I really just wanted to share that, because I felt so scared, and I felt so bad, number one, for not being at church. And I'm like, I need a break. I mentally need a break, and there's nothing wrong with that. I told the appropriate people, things happened, you know, things are in place. We did what we need to do. I'll be back next Sunday for Father's Day. I'll be back. So, like, it's okay. It's not like I'm just up and just left. I'm backsliding. I'm not laid up with some man. I'm not out here, you know, and that's because of the traditional mindset, you know, because you're not at church, then there's something wrong. You gotta be sick. You gotta know, I'm not sick. I'm taking time, one, to spend with myself, you know, two, to have a break, to be constantly doing something. And you need a break. We are still of the flesh. We need a break. Our flesh needs a break. Our minds need a break. And there's nothing wrong with that. And I've gotten more clarity on what the Lord is doing in my life on this day than I have sitting in the church service working, you know. So when I come, like, not coming back to, that was one of the main things I want to talk about, was just, if you need a break, take a break. This is for moms. These are for people who work 2 to 3 jobs. These are for people who are always serving. These are people who are always on the run, who's always doing something, and they feel bad if they're not moving. It's okay. Take a break. If it's a Sunday and you love the Lord, take a break. It's okay. Sometimes you need to sit down and take a break. What's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with that. Does that mean that you don't love the Lord? That means that you're not a servant of God? No, it does not. Take a freaking break. Lord of mercy. Preach to this. But no. So that was the main thing. That's what the Lord was kind of putting on my heart, because when I woke up this morning, I felt so guilty because I stayed up like 4 o'clock watching TikTok and stuff. But I was like, I'm not going to church in the morning anyway. And I did plan to actually go to an actual church, but I was like, you know what? I don't even feel like moving my car. I am staying at this house watching online because it's going to be recording anyway, so I might as well. So I watched that service, and the service was on point too. I don't know the man's name, but he basically talk about an attitude adjustment. That's what the message is called, attitude adjustment. And he was basically saying how, you know, God has called us to do things, but we let our inadequacies hinder us from getting those things done. It's not just that we can't do it, because God called us to it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna be able to do it. We have the capacity, but we let our own limitations that we feel like stop us. Like Moses, when the Lord said, you know, you're gonna have to go talk to Pharaoh about my people, your people. And he was like, wait, Lord, like, I'm supposed to talk to this man? I stutter. Like, I'm stuttering. Like, I can't speak. And God's like, what did that? God like, so you better go out there and deliver these people. Like I said, you got the power to do it because I'm gonna give it to you. Go. You know, like God's like, and you stutter and you know, like, and is that gonna stop? How is that gonna stop me from doing what I need to do? And he talked about how David, he was like, how he felt so strange. He was saying like the things that make us awkward and weird are those very things that God will use to fulfill his purpose. And he was like, David must have felt really weird while everybody else was playing with swords and stuff like that, and he had a slingshot and a rock. You know, and that very thing that he was playing with was what slayed the giant. You know, when I first logged in and we first started the service, the man was like, I feel led, you know, to say this. You know, a lot of people may be feeling this, but I just want to say that people who are dealing with guilt, shame, and, you know, all of this stuff. And he said what he had to say. And I was just like, no, I know I'm not like having like guilt and shame because of just my life and style and what I do. Not saying that. It's just I did wake up and I felt bad. Like I did something wrong. You know, I wasn't doing anything wrong. I didn't do anything wrong. And I knew that was the enemy trying to make me feel bad for not going to church physically, but I still got my word in. And, you know, that doesn't mean anything. Like, I just want to take time off. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. Let's get on with this day. So I'm going to probably edit a video because I do want to get a video up tomorrow. I don't know what video I'm going to edit. And then I do need to clean up my room. I need to get ready for the work week. I need to finish the laundry. I need to put in a wash. I need to fold clothes. I need to go pick up my groceries at 4 o'clock. I spent a lot of money on groceries. Really trying not to get everything, get a lot of stuff, but I'm trying to be on a budget. We'll talk about that one day. So, yeah. So that's all I wanted to share, y'all. So I'm going to get on to the next thing. And I'll see y'all soon for an update. All right. Bye. Ooh, it's very heavy. Oh, it's like, wait. I thought that car was mine, but it's definitely not mine. I think the shade of green. Okay, y'all, I'm back. This is like my favorite spot to be in, but I have back from the store. I was gone for maybe about like hour and 30 minutes. I got the groceries put up. I got the stuff for these gift baskets. I don't know if I told you about that. Making these little cups for the fathers. I think I did say that. But I got everything for that, most of it. Yes, mostly everything for that. And then I just have a little time just to see if I might need anything else. And so yeah, so I'm gonna probably be assembling those next week, and then like Saturday, and getting everything together. And then yeah, so it's about 6:21 to about 6:30 here. So I want to go ahead and try to wind down, finish up the laundry. I think I got one more load to do, and I have to fold and put away the clothes, so I'm gonna do that. And then I want to edit a video because I do want to have a video up by tomorrow, but I do want to also eat dinner because I only ate what I showed y'all, which was really much of nothing. And I low-key want like some hot wings. I don't spend so much money today. Not all of it's my money, but I spent some money. But I think I probably only really like spent $10 today, so that ain't that bad. But it's just the fact that I really want something, so I might make me some wings or get some wings, y'all. And then tomorrow I want to make some broccoli and cheese casserole, rice casserole. So we're gonna see how that goes. And then yeah, but I'll try to like come back in and check in with y'all. If I don't, I will just end the vlog a little bit later because I do want to try to get in, like retire out. I want to be like 8 o'clock. I don't want to be doing nothing. Like when it gets dark, I want to be in the shower in bed. So yeah, so then tomorrow I could do more. I'm just not gonna, I did a lot of stuff today, so I'm not gonna like try to push myself. But I really enjoyed just a relaxing day at home, not having to worry about work, but you know, still just being productive at the same time. And so yeah, so this week is gonna be a really good week. It's gonna be a nice productive week at work. I know it is. So you know, I don't know, I just feel really optimistic. I feel really pumped. So but yeah, so let me go ahead and do what I gotta do. So I'll see y'all in a few, hopefully.